out here, honey.
Huh? He said, I got
You
the
got,
youth on lock. I love hold on, the blue crystal. You talking about the blue crystal? I love them.
yes.
I love the blue crystal babies. You know them. That's the village. That's the
It is.
village, sis.
Then you're getting to them, and they're eating that information up. I think that this young generation, these guys and goddesses know exactly who they are.
Oh
Have,
yeah, yes they do.
have you noticed that? It's like, and they'll pull your
They
card.
know, and they with all the bullshit too.
They really not. Their tolerance levels are very, very low. I want
Uh-huh.
to understand that this isn't a fad. For those of you that don't understand what's going on, it may seem trendy. But what's happening is you have so many people that are waking up at such a rapid pace because of all of the blasts we're getting from the sun, which is activating our consciousness levels again, right? So they try to cover the skies and trying to spray and all that because we don't want you getting those kind of activations. We don't need you coming online just yet. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better understand that the planet is getting much hotter. And from what Rod told me at one point, at some point, this planet's going to be as high as 1,000 degrees.
Mm-hmm. I got that same download. That's crazy. You said that. I got that same one in meditation yesterday.
It's going to be. He told me it's going to be 1,000 degrees. And basically, you should be spending as much time in the sun as you possibly can. So one, you can begin to start shedding off all that old stuff. Have Rock come in and burn all that old stuff out of you and off of you. That's number one. Number two, so you can prepare your skin to get crystalline. Because when we transition into 5D, you're going to be, you'll still be physical, but you ain't going to have the body you got right now. That has to transform. When your body transforms, you'll be able to withstand 1,000 degree weather. Mm-hmm. But I do have to understand that there is a plan that is put in place. And I'm not saying when it's going to happen. I'm just saying just pay attention to the weather and its patterns. Now, they're going to say to you, this is climate change. This is that. This is that. Well, there are things that have to happen that must happen now because of the timing. Gaia is cleaning up her planet. And she's living at the same damn time.
Ashe.
So we got to get, if you can't handle the frequency, you're going to go crazy out here.
Yep.
Now, are you aware about this cosmic war that's been going on in the astrals?
Oh, wow. That's, to be honest with you, sis, that's why I've been like the last 2 weeks, I've been a little more tired than normally. I've been in the battle.
Yeah.
I've been in the battle, sis, and then when I come back here, it's like I have to transition back to just teaching. But we in full-fledged war in the cosmos right now.
Yeah, it's full-fledged and it's intensifying. And for those of you that don't fully understand, for those of you that are dreaming and that are fighting in the dream state, and you're waking up and you have marks on your skin and things like that, y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah, look at this. See all that?
What happened? From the war?
Look, I'm trying to tell you, sis, no lie. When I've been in the astrals, right, and I've been coming out. This been 2 weeks. Every time I come back, I'm coming back with all type of scars on me. My wife like, where that come from? But I'm already knowing what's going on, though. Yes. You feel me? Headaches. Like my energy been a little lower. But I got big energy, so it's probably hard for others to tell. But I can tell though. Like right now, I'm still laying in the bed.
We're going to get up. I'm going to get up with you behind the scenes. There's something that I want to energetically give to you, so that you can have, so you'll constantly stay energized. So I'm gonna holler about you about that. I'm gonna holler at you about that off of here. But on the channel, I do mass exercises on the channel. So like the last mass exercise I did was, like I said, was activating and cleaning out and breaking down the pineal organ. And I want to also correct everybody about that as well. Y'all call it the pineal gland. It's actually an organ. Okay, first size. But the experiences and the feedback that I've been getting from people about that exercise, because a lot of my meditations is on a higher, it's on a different kind of level, and it really does affect and it really does activate people. But this last one I just did with the meditation of the first eye, people started coming online. They started seeing. Some people were seeing other planets. Some people were seeing other beings. Some people were seeing hieroglyphics, all types of stuff was going on with them. And I said, make sure you're clear about something. This work for you to get back to who you are is not for the faint at heart, because you've been living off of programs that's been lying to you for a long period of time. So don't be afraid of yourself when your powers come online. Don't be afraid of yourself when you become activated. Because people don't understand there's levels to this when it comes to that. Like, there's certain things you are going to have to go through in order for you to get access to certain things, or for your stuff to open up properly. There are certain things that you must go through.
Ashe. Yeah.
So you they're fighting in that battle. I know it's super. And I'm gonna tell y'all something now.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing until you said something. I ain't talking about that.
I'm gonna tell you. At some point in the very near future, certain individuals that have done certain things over the last 2 years that went outside of themselves and didn't believe in themselves are going to be portals to those beings that are currently in the galactic war for them to come into this realm.
Walk in.
If you think I'm bullshitting, just talk to the ones who've actually been in the war and they felt the physical effects and seen the physical effects of what it was like when they were in a dream state. It is very real.
Yes.
And themselves are acting crazy anyway. Aside from these so-called mass shootings that are taking place, aside from that whole thing that the news loves to get attention to, there are other things that are going on that are not being reported on a major level. Driving people out of their damn minds. People are losing their damn minds. And I put the message out there to get people, to try to get the people as prepared as much as possible, because they don't understand how that's affecting them in the physical realm. What's going on with them in the dream state is actually affecting them in this physical realm right now, even as we speak. There are people that won't even go to sleep, that I talk to, that won't even go to sleep because they're that scared to go back to sleep because of whatever it was they were fighting.
I'm gonna be honest with you too, sis. Like, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Now, notice how long we've been on live until you brought it up. But yes, all that, and them different times, them from different dreams, different times. You see what I'm saying? They wasn't all at one time. This over the last few weeks. So now keep in mind when I haven't did a lecture about it because the ancestors haven't permitted me to do a lecture about it. So I haven't did one about it. But she's not lying when she said we are in a full-fledged cosmic war in the astrals. And it's like, because you have over, like I said, you have over almost over 200 to 300 galaxies involved in this war. The Draconian reptilians and Pleiadians, this is the last place they can go. They are the pirates of the cosmos. They go planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, draining universes and planets of their resources. So this was the last place they got to hide at, right here. And that war that's taking place, you know, like she's not lying about it. And you are feeling the physical effects. I've even had, like, last night, after I went to the Orishas, I made some offerings. But when I was making my offerings, you know, I seen certain spiritual beings and certain cosmic ancestors I had that, like, appeared right in the living room with me last night. They weren't there. They was my protection, though. You know, it's literally at night above my house. It'd be so many, because I'm down in Atlanta, but it'd be so many spaceships, like, sitting directly above my house. They'd be sitting low, you know, like, because I've had this happen 2 years ago. I had one of the dark elves, you know, they look like Grace. They tall and they white. I had one of them trying to actually hijack my body 2 years ago when I was coming back from the astrals, coming back to my body.
Although body snatching, heartbeat, that's what they're known for. Body snatching,
exactly. And it was like 3 of them around my body while I was in my dream state, but I was coming back from the astrals. And then I ended up chasing them, and they you know, because we in the astral state, the astral realms look just like the physical realm. A lot of people don't understand that. It's just you're gonna see a lot of purples and blues and luminous blues because we had a high vibration. But and it's gonna be a little more gloomiest, but it looked just like here. So I'm chasing them all around Atlanta, and then I chased them all over the Stone Mountain, and they went inside that mountain, and that's how I was able to
that damn mountain. I knew something was that mountain.
Yeah, you know, under Stone Mountain is a whole government facility right now.
I had heard about that years ago when I used to live in Atlanta. I had heard rumors about that, but I never got any proof or anything, so I didn't know for sure. So that is a real thing then.
Yeah, that's a real thing. And even where Stone Mountain that used to be an ancient scientific lab for us, where we had a lot of huge crystals and stuff like that. Actually, the stone that makes up Stone Mountain used to be a crystal. On the inside, if you go under, it's crystallized. No different than if you buy the crystals out the ground. On the back of the crystal would be like concrete, but on the
Yeah.
inside, that's how Stone Mountain is, because it you know, after the oxygen hit it so much, because oxygen is not what we need. We're supposed to be breathing in hydrogen in our natural state. Oxygen is a poison that they spray into the atmosphere along with Margellans. It,
Yeah.
causes us to rust out. It takes our luminance. We originally green, red, blue, and all these other colors, which you've taught this before too, so you know that. But yeah, so like, yeah, but it's a full-fledged war going on, so I'm glad you saw, because I wasn't even gonna say nothing about it until you mentioned it. I'm like, yeah, let me show y'all. It's definitely going down. But don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong though. I'm up there kicking ass though, so I ain't tripping about a couple scars, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I just noticed like it used to be where, it'll be things happening in the astrals and it wouldn't come back to my physical. Now it's starting to come back to my physical. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, that let me know that that both that the physical is merging with the spiritual.
There it is. And that's the part that to do it like this, bro, just because like
I feel your energy, sis.
getting communication right now. But what I'm saying is that part right there, when that really comes full fledged, when these two things fully merge, I don't know what's gonna happen, bro.
It's gonna be crazy.
They told me, but I'm just sitting up there just shaking my head like, this is why we wanted to get people to where they needed to get to. But you know what, Rashad, I'm just realizing, I just realized, and I started realizing over a period of time, you can be the teacher, you can lead them to the water. You can't make these people drink.
Ashe.
Like us to come out and speak about real things, and then they look at us like we're crazy. But then they start seeing other things take place. There's people I know right now in the music business right now that's in my Rolodex that be blowing up my phone like, hey fam, there's weird stuff going on out here. I remember you was this 10 years ago. I was like, but remember, you thought I was crazy, remember? Yeah, but we know you ain't crazy now. So now these people actually I'm like their go-to. If she didn't say it, I don't believe it, fam. But they'll literally call me on the phone and be like, hey fam, so what's going on with this over here? We good, or is that really happening? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? But they say it for themselves, but they're like, I don't know if I really want to deal with that reality right there, but I do see certain things going on, and I need to know what the hell's going on, because 1 + 1 ain't equaling 2 no more. And I'm like, well, I told y'all this back when I was still in the game, what it was. I was manager. I was the one we would talk, people in the music business, a lot of the artists and stuff like that, they don't realize how conscious some of these artists are out here. They don't know.
They are.
Some of the conscious out here, they just scared. They told me, I'm just scared
to speak up.
Yeah, they told me. I've heard that many a times. I've heard some of the dopest records for some of these artists, and I'm like, why aren't you putting that out? Oh, nah, because the label, they ain't gonna go for that, fam. They ain't gonna go for that. And it'd be a whole catalog with the music that they have expressing themselves on different levels, where they know they don't come out into the public and say anything because, like you said, they're scared to say something. Like you and other artists that start getting out there, you're going to make it easier for those artists to come out and say, you know what, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to put these messages out here, and that's what I'm going to do. And be a light.
It's crazy you say that, sis, not to cut you off, because a lot of artists that are known have been reaching out and told me that exact thing that you just said.
Many days in the studio, bro, I would sit down and listen to their music, and my jaw would be dropping to the floor like, this is the shit you need to be putting out. This is a hit. Yeah, but the message is high vibrational. Everybody loves high vibrational frequencies, fam. I said you have to, if you got to push negativity 24 hours, 7 days a week by playing a song 52 times in a day on the radio station. If you got to go that far with it and keep pushing that message and keep trying to broadcast and keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, that means they clearly know that humanity does come from light. And it takes a period of time to get them under that spell when they're doing repetitious things by putting out the same type of music on the radio to program you to like negativity.
Ashe.
They put in a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of work. They spend, you guys realize the surmountable amounts of money that that these machines put behind these artists to put out a negative message? I want you to look at that and ask yourself, does that critically make any damn sense?
Ashe.
It don't make no sense. But yet somebody like you come out, or this other artist, or some of these other artists I'm paying attention to that are putting out these messages, and these guys are getting these followings. And I want you guys to understand they're getting these followings because they're operating on a higher frequency, because that's where we're headed now. They're just simply moving with the energy of the planet. And I done told y'all this a long time ago. Y'all got to get on the same frequency as Gaia, Planet Key, or excuse me, you guys got to get on the same frequency so you can ascend with her. Rashad is with her. Messages is ascending with her. People like music that's and that makes them feel. So I want to say you are a dope artist. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? I think Rashad disappearing again. He's disappearing on me, guys. Let me see. All right. I got an appointment at 12 o'clock. That's about 20 minutes. All right. I don't know where Rashad went to, but he is frozen. He is frozen. All right, guys. I'm gonna get up here for real this time. I don't know how long on this Instagram live. I can't even let it go on as long as they have. Normally they kick me off after an hour. All right. So he left out. I'm going to give him a call. But thank you guys for coming on board and sharing. I'm going to make sure this live posts here, and I'm also going to upload it to YouTube. Thank y'all. Take care.